whole setup we knew for days was more of a spring or a summer setup. When we just looked at things such as the precipitable water, all those things common to what we see in a spring or a summer, not necessarily winter.
Yeah, but this whole winter's been kind of screwed up as the jet stream has been well to the north. The thing about this winter, and why does this winter suck if you're a snow lover, putting it mildly, there's this been monster ridge from the Atlantic all the way down toward like Cuba, South Florida, in the upper levels. And what that does, that deflects the whole jet stream north in the east and dips in the west. So it's been great in parts of the Rockies for skiing and the Pacific Northwest, although California, and I was out at a conference in Tahoe, they have a little drought going on there. We were still able to ski, don't worry about that. But
he's gonna get the skiing.
But, you know, but they were at lake level, there wasn't much snow at all. It was pretty barren up in the mountain. It was good. But for us in the east, it has just been a lousy, lousy, lousy winter. And today we had a front, some good upper level winds, boom, ingredients came together. So, yes.
When we say things like lifts, I want to kind of give you guys a visual because that word could be lost on people. Like, this is not meteorology.
You're not going to pick me up, are you?
I'm not. I don't have the strength for that yet. But think of this is a cloud and some water in it, and we have lift, something that's going to come along and sort of make that air
like
rise
a hot air balloon
even
has
more.
buoyancy,
So,
right?
Yes,
So
that. So this is like, boom, clouds just chilling, lift. There you go.
Right. And the more lift you have, the more buoyancy, the quicker a parcel can rise compared to what's in the environment, the more unstable the atmosphere is. And lift happens a couple of ways. It can be very hot at the surface, it can be cold aloft, or strong winds create like a vacuum effect. So there are several ways you can get lift. And today's way was generally the stronger winds aloft, creating that lift. And the instability, hence the severe weather. And some of that works its way down to the ground. Now we do have a wind advisory in effect.
Yes.
If you want to go, I know you have to prep some for noon.
I do need to finish forecasting,
do
guys.
what you need to do.
Yes.
Not that I don't, but I'm going to spend like 5 more minutes on this, and then I'm saying sayonara till noon. And Mary and I are both going to be on at noon. We got a lot to show you. We got reporters in the field all over the place showing. Melissa Noor never came to work today because she lives out in Sterling, so she's out in Leesburg, I believe, and some of the damage out there, we'll see her as well. So yeah, we got a bunch of folks, and Nathan Baca was in Germantown, had trees down there. I mean, it was a real mess. So we've got a wind advisory in effect, and that's going until 3 o'clock for gusts 40, maybe 50 miles an hour. As of yet, I really haven't seen much of the way of gusts here, but some of our futurecast wind gust speeds through the afternoon, and I'm just going to back this up a little bit, shows, you know, we could be gusting mid to upper 40s here by lunchtime, right? This is worst case scenario, and some gusts over 50 in Delmarva. When we put it in motion by 2 o'clock, still some gusty winds over 40 miles an hour, and as the afternoon wears on, we'll see the wind gusts still over 30 by 5:15, maybe some 40-plus gusts well north and east, but we will see these winds die down. If you are going out to Annapolis tonight for Navy lacrosse, boy, wind chills are just not going to be pretty at all when this thing comes through. As far as the rest of today, look, we have a little bit of sun trying to come out. Windy, colder, temperatures dropping to around 40 by 7, but wind chills will generally be in the 20s and 30s, and probably had the high close to 60 before the front came through. So, hey, Celestine, I don't doubt it was bad in southern Maryland as well as that line came out of the northern neck from Colonial Beach, and you guys had a warning too across much of St. Mary's in the southern, central, and southern part of Calvert counties as the line came across. So here's our futurecast for the afternoon. Maybe a couple of snow showers north, but there will be some blowing snow in the mountains of western Maryland and West Virginia. And I may just get to the ski slope at Wisp tomorrow if it all works out. I got to get a few runs in, and they have been fighting the fight. They got a bunch of trails open, so I'm going to get up there. Seven Springs looks like they're in pretty good shape in spite of the rain we had, so get your turns in if you're a skier. Hey, Lois, well, you have any pictures of Clements? Let me see, so maybe I'll pass them along to the Weather Service. Looking at the futurecast for the afternoon, notice the snow showers again on the Allegheny front, where by then upper 30s to mid 40s. It's going to be cold this afternoon, back to somewhat reality. Tonight gets cold again. We'll be down in the 20s and low 30s by Saturday morning with less wind, but wind chills tomorrow morning in the 20s. So if you have plans to go running or anything tomorrow morning, yeah, it's going to be cold. And then a quiet Saturday, mid to upper 40s, a few snow showers in the mountains, and quiet here into Sunday. We get temperatures rebounding into the 50s. Quick look at the 3-day forecast, and temperatures, well, they've dropped. We're in the 40s this afternoon. 46 tomorrow, and near 50 on Sunday. So I just want to give you guys a quick, again, review on what we were looking at this morning, because it got wild fast around here. And thankfully, the worst is over. Let me just show you one other thing. I'm going to pull this up. These are the damage reports so far from that the Weather Service has received. This is what they've received damage report-wise. And all the blue icons are high winds that were reported, and the silver ones are tree damage. So when we start to look at some of the damage here, I don't see any tornado icons at this point, right? We have reports of wind damage. That's Greenway Farm in Leesburg, and then you've got gusts to 67 at the Pax River Naval Air Station. Yeah, it probably did some damage. 63 at Solomon's, 65 in Solderly. What's that near Swan Point? 63. Man, 67. That's impressive. Also down toward Woodbridge, 39. Springfield had Lackawanna Drive and Hoos Road. I guess it's Hoos. Then near Clifton Road and Main Street in Clifton, they had some trees down. Eastern Shore also had plenty of damage here too. Look at these gusts over 60 miles an hour. 66, 59, 58. Silver Spring, is that Colesville? Tree fell in a house. But lots and lots of damage reports, unfortunately. Tree fell in a house in Germantown. All sorts of damage around Newmarket, Monrovia by 75 and 80. Multiple down trees, Burke Road, Mid-County. That's, if you know, Wilcomb's Inn and the drag strip up in Monrovia in southern Frederick County. So that's just a look at a bunch of the damage reports that have come in this morning to the National Weather Service. Well, wow, I widen out. Got all these snow reports out west. Snow. Remember what snow is, boys and girls? Yeah, we used to get snow. A couple of inches being reported in many areas, 3.5. 4 inches in Brush Valley, so yeah, 2 to 4 across parts of western Pennsylvania from this last night and early this morning. And let me look at the last couple of questions. Power outage in Spotsylvania and schools have half power? I don't understand that. Some have, some don't, or? Yes, hey Shirley. Yes, Stafford's quiet at the moment. Oh, as far as the current winds, let me punch that up real quickly. So I did want to show that. Sorry. This is what I meant to turn on earlier. So the latest wind gusts. Let's see. Well, we're gusting offshore. Looks like over 50 miles an hour. But the higher wind gusts, Gaithersburg 38, 44 in Chestertown, Fredericksburg 37. So nothing too terrible. Salisbury 45 at the moment. But we'll continue to watch and see what the wind gusts do for the rest of the afternoon. It's 11:04. I got to run. But hopefully, if you guys aren't too busy, you can join us for WSA 9 News at noon. And if you can give me and Mary any likes or follows on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, it'd be much appreciated. Stay safe. Have a great weekend. And hopefully, whatever damage is around you will be cleaned up quickly. And you will have a safe and generally dry weekend. We'll see you at noon. And I appreciate you stopping in on this Friday morning.
Invisible Man. Rated R.